episode number 2. Today we're talking about syndication, and I'm making the case for shopping centers. Syndication in real estate is when multiple investors pool their money in order to buy a larger property than they would otherwise be able to buy as individuals. It's a great way for someone with, say, $250,000 that they were going to invest in the stock market to find a bunch of other individuals with the same amount of resources, pool that money together. You get 8 people together, for example. Now you're talking $250,000 times 8, $2 million. That's a nice shopping center. The numbers can go up or down from there, adjusted, depending on what you're looking to do, what type of monthly rental income you're looking to get out of it, what type of shopping center you want, and also what kind of funds you have. So syndication and the case for shopping centers, let's get started. If you bought a property today, and if you paid cash for that property, you are automatically getting rental income. After you subtract your operating expenses, that rental income is going to come to you in the form of net operating income. And now you have a passive income stream for as long as you hold the property. Typically what I have seen in my career is that as a landlord, you'll be raising the rent about 3% per annum to keep up with inflation. So if you started out collecting $10,000 a month in rent per tenant, over time, each year, the next year that goes up to $10,030 per year for that specific space, and on and on and on. So you're growing and growing. When you renegotiate a lease with a new tenant, you can adjust the rental rate to whatever the prevailing market conditions are. So setting rental rates is an art and a science. There are a lot of skilled professional investors, landlords, property managers who are able to help you set rental rates. Typically, what is a good strategy is to rent your properties on a 5+5 basis. What this means is you do a 5-year lease with an option for that tenant to extend for another 5 years. So say you bring in Dunkin' Donuts, give them 5 years, with a 3% bump every year, and tell them that if they want to take it for another 5 years, let you know 6 months before their lease expires, and then they can lock in 5 more years at the same 3% rate increase per year. It's a good deal for them. It's a good deal for you. After that 10-year period has expired, you're able to renegotiate the lease fresh with them or with another new tenant. If it's a AAA tenant like Dunkin' Donuts, hopefully they're doing well, you're doing well. You get to maintain the relationship for a long, long time and keep on helping each other to make money, serve your local community. So you do this with every storefront that you have, and you can really see how you have the opportunity to develop some very, very, very strong relationships with your tenants. AAA tenants are great. Local tenants are also very good. And over time, you're getting passive rental income, which you can use either for your retirement, for your current living costs, or to build up an investment fund to buy your next property. If you so choose, you can also sell your shopping center. And the U.S. government offers something very, very nice called the 1031 exchange, where you can take the money that you gain from the sale of this property and park it tax-free in a new property. So you've got the capital gains from the original property. Now you buy a more expensive property. The more expensive property is going to net you higher monthly rental income. And of course, it's probably going to be a nicer property that will continue to appreciate in value. And you'll do the same thing again in the future, pending that the U.S. government maintains the 1031 tax exchange benefit, which I'm sure they will. It's great for everyone concerned. So it's really, really a very nice way to increase the yield that you're getting monthly and to buy a nicer property. And you'll also probably have more experience And over time, as you keep on doing this, and God willing, you'll own many, many properties, you will, get better and better at site selection, planning, tenant attraction, build yourself a nice little empire. And that's the basic strategy. It's relatively simple. Owning property is not rocket science. Buying property is not rocket science, but you should consult with attorneys, real estate professionals, accountants to make sure that you're getting the full benefit of the law, of tax provisions, and selecting the best real estate for your needs. If you have local community members buying the shopping centers in their local towns, now you have local investors that have a stake in the success of their local community. So one of the things that's happened on a global scale to the economy is you could be a CEO in the United States and your company could have a factory in China that's polluting the hell out of China. That's polluting China and that local community. And you don't really care because out of sight, out of mind. Now, if you own a local piece of property with local businesses in it, you're more likely to take care of that community, of that shopping center, because you live there. So the depersonalization that we've seen as a result of technological and business changes over the last 50, 100 years has a very neat solution in local community investing. And one of the things that I'm working to do is encourage local community members to invest in local shopping centers, local office spaces, local rental real estate, so that they can develop their communities.